This is the brand new Monster King Big Kahuna from HPI, and it's a 10 scale, ready to run monster truck built on the Monster King platform, which is based off of older platforms, but it's been updated and it looks absolutely awesome. So today we're gonna check out this new monster truck, go outside and speed test it, and then we'll do some good old monster truck bashing. But first, you want to win some AMain Hobbies store credit? Because we're giving away $100 every week. All you have to do is sign up with the QR code on the back of this voucher that we're putting in every order you make. Couple of quick features on the truck: 2.2 tread monster truck tires, TVP twin vertical plate chassis rails, sliding center universal drive shafts, and 6-inch suspension travel. Flipping the box over, there's more features on the back side, like the quick change battery slot, a wheelie bar, sliding center drive shafts, which it already mentioned. We've got a high torque 550 size motor. It's a 12 turn. The 6-inch suspension travel again, authentic straight axle design, and there's anodized 4-link suspension and that TVP chassis again. This is going to be 10 scale and it's brushed, and I believe there's only a brushed model available, but it is waterproof, there's LEDs, and it does include a battery and charger. This is quite a good looking truck, and it's meant to look just like the real big Kahuna monster truck. They've done a really nice job with these tires, the blue matching wheels, the body looks very realistic, and then it also has those blue anodized lower suspension links, just like on the real thing. Now, before I get ahead of myself, we've got the TF51 transmitter included. It's gonna take AA batteries, which I don't think are included. And then underneath we have channel reversing's, trims, steering expo, steering dual rate, and then a bind button. Quite a bit of features on this transmitter, as well as different trims around the wheel. Now also included are some parts. These are different body clips. There's some preload clips back there to adjust our suspension. And then we have a battery charger. This truck does include a NIM battery. It's a 2000 milliamp hour 6L. And then we've got this 2 amp charger to go along with it. And yes, that is an old school Tamiya connector. Lastly, we've got our instruction manual. And here we have it. This thing looks absolutely awesome. I'm really digging the looks on this. I love the little blue accents on the wheels and the links, and this body looks amazing. It turned out really nice. Up here, we've got LEDs in this light bar, and in the front, there's more LEDs. So we got a wheelie bar in the back. Inside, we've got a little bit of an interior. There's a Lexan piece with a driver figure, and he's got some decals inside to give him some scale appeal. There's a steering wheel. He's got seat belts on, and he's wearing a helmet for safety. So we've got a 7mm nut on the wheel. Pulling that off exposes, I believe that's a 12mm hex. Tires are glued on. They are directional too, and they're marked if you're not sure which way they go. This rubber feels really soft. The blue ring looks great, and these are 2.2 sized. Now we do have solid axles on here, and there is a working differential in the front and the rear. And we've got a plastic steering link, and there are dog bones inside that axle. Now there's no servo on this axle. There's this linkage setup with this linkage that goes all the way back, and this servo is up here in the front. Interesting. There's a servo saver on that servo, and then the receiver box is actually sitting on top of that servo. This steering mount on the axle has a bit of flex, so it's going to be interesting to see what type of steering response we get. Oh, and this is interesting. This is the rear end, and it uses the exact same axle and the same steering knuckles on the ends. And to control them from turning, it uses this solid plastic link. It's actually the same as the steering link on the front, but it has a fixed link on the top. It holds it in place pretty well. You can see our lower shock mount has tons of different holes. And then just looking at the top, you see our little Lexan guy. He's attached to all this tubing, our transmission, our 540 sized motor, the SC3S WPT ESC. Now the box said this truck had 6 inches of suspension travel. And I don't know about that, but the suspension feels really nice. It is super smooth, and the fluid used is really heavy. Now this new Monster King platform is based off of a mix of the Crawler King and the Wheelie King. So if you're familiar with those other HPI models, you may recognize some of that in the Monster King. Now HPI says there's been a lot of updates to make this Crawler King platform, including a new center gearbox configuration. There's a new external adjustable slipper clutch that's from the Jump Shot. There's a new spur gear cover, a new motor mount plate from the Jump Shot. There's motor mounting positioning inserts from the Jump Shot. There's a new rear body mount bracing, a new radio box, new E-clip eliminating the lower shock and linkage mounts, new steering linkage, and there's Hex hardware and revised materials on key parts. So it's the next day and we're about to go drive, and I just realized we don't have a battery. I'm pretty sure this includes a battery. It says it includes a 7.2 NIM battery pack. I thought the battery was already pre-installed in the battery box, but no, I was wrong. So we're gonna use this ProTech 2 cell. It comes with a T-style connector, but we've got this adapter that goes T-style to the Tamiya. So the ESC has a LiPo and NIM mode. It's already in NIM mode because that's what it includes. So with our LiPo, we just need to move that really quick. We're gonna take this bottom jumper and just move it to the left side. And there we go. So we've got the correct voltage cutoff for LiPo. All right, let's test this out. Steering. That's pretty quick. All right, that doesn't seem to be an issue. Let's try out the throttle. All right, so I previously said these two little orange buttons on the transmitter are for trims. Well, these are channel 3 and channel 4. So we have LEDs, and you hit channel 3, and our LEDs come on. All right, here we go. 2S speed run. Oh yeah, baby. It may not be super fast, but it looks good doing it. 16, a blistering 16 miles an hour. Oh no, the first rollover. So it goes up on 2 wheels pretty easily, and then it counters that well. I was worried the steering would have a bit more flex, but it seems pretty responsive. Definitely wants to tip over on 2 wheels though. The stability on this high traction road is a little edgy. It's awesome going on 2 wheels though. That's sick. So Proline came out with some ramps, and we picked them up. It's a set of 3 ramps. You can see you can hit either side. This would be great for trying some backflips. Second one's not so steep. And then the third one is more like a couple of whoops. So it's a lot less edgy on this dirt. Feels more stable, kind of sliding around rather than traction rolling. Sick. Yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Here goes nothing. Yeah. Woo. She's not fast, but she can fly. Those shocks are set up pretty heavy, so when it lands from those jumps, it just it's like it just bounces on the surface. Oh yeah, yeah. Think we could jump over the fence? I just noticed that our LED's unplugged after hitting that ramp. So nothing broke, but a little something something. You ready? Let's jump this fence. Oh, it was so close. So we've got a little boo-boo. Our shock cap on the rear right shock pulled off. Not that big of a deal, but yeah, that's a bit of an issue for us right now. It's gonna stop us from driving. That was kind of a hard landing right onto the hard sidewalk. We were so close. I wonder if there's aluminum caps made for these shocks. That would be a great upgrade. Well, up until we made that poor decision, the truck was working really well. But the Big Kahuna looks awesome. It's a cool monster truck, and you should go check it out. So go check out our links to the Big Kahuna down below. And if you want more RC videos, check these out.